And we are live. Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Jason Hebert Live. We have for you tonight another missing persons interview, although these are my favorite kind of missing person interviews. They are the updates, particularly the positive updates, because as you probably know from the thumbnail and title already, we have an update of someone that was found safe. Many of you are probably familiar with this case because we have interviewed Mrs. Ake Kitona before, who is the mother of Veta Belford, who I want to say it was a month or two ago now that we interviewed her. She was missing at the time, and there were no updates for quite a while, so things weren't looking great for a bit. And then I got an email from someone you guys probably know, Mr. John Lorden. And he said, hey, it's kind of word circulating that I think Veta Belford might have been found. Is that true? And I said, I didn't hear that, but I sure hope so. So then I messaged Ake, and sure enough, absolutely, she was found. So so happy to hear that. I don't know if she will be stopping by or saying hello or anything like that. You guys have to realize that in these cases, a lot of times the parents especially kind of just want them to move on. It was a tough point in their life, so it may be one of those scenarios. I don't know, but we will see if she's going to make an appearance. We've actually never had that before. We've never had someone who was missing come on. We've had the family members and stuff, of course. Every night we have the family members, but we will see how that turns out. But either way, she's safe, she's home, and that's what matters. So you don't get too many. You get a lot of solved cases, but you don't get too many cases that are solved with positive resolutions such as this. So we are absolutely pumped. You guys particularly really loved Ake. We have a lot of great guests, but she was one that I get asked about a lot, where people say, hey, remember that lady Ake? She was awesome, and what a great mom, and are there any updates? She was one that particularly you guys asked about quite a bit. So I'm super happy that we have this outcome for her. So let me just pull it up in case you guys do not remember the case, or maybe you didn't see it at all. Let me pull up a few pictures for you to see, and then we will bring on Ake. I'm not going to go into, maybe I'll read a quick summary of the story, but I would like Ake to kind of refresh you guys on it, because of course she can tell it a lot better than me, but maybe it's good for me to go over some very basics. Give me 1 second here. Oh, that's my Toby man. Okay, so here are the pictures of Veta, in case you are not familiar. All right, so here she is. You guys probably remember, a pretty girl. This is Veta, of course, and we will have on Ake, her mother. All right, here they are. Might be, jogging your memory now. Oh yeah, I remember this case. So this was a good one, and she had been working at Home Depot. Had kind of gotten into an argument with the manager. I believe she had lost her job, and then she left. And there were there were rumors of her maybe taking a bus, I believe, to like New York, and there was a lot of different details of things that may have happened. I didn't go over too much with Ake yet because I like for them to be explaining it for the first time with you guys hearing versus them telling me everything and then they have to repeat it again, because I just feel like it comes out better that way. So let me Veta Belford missing. I want to say there might have been a Charlie project on this one that we could pull up. Just kind of a quick little summary. No, okay, this one I looked at previously, so this is probably the one I read initially. Let me read this quick, and then we'll bring on Ake for anyone looking for the basics of the case. Okay, so this is from abc10.com. Credit to them. Again, this is old, of course. This is before she was found, obviously. Sacramento woman missing after being laid off from job at Home Depot. The woman was last seen leaving her shift, at Home Depot on Truxell Road on Saturday, October 17th. She had just been laid off from her job in Sacramento, California. A 19-year-old Sacramento woman, Veta, of course, has been missing for weeks, and her family is searching for answers in her disappearance. Veta Belford was last seen leaving her shift at Home Depot on Truxell Road on Saturday, October 17th. She had just been laid off from her job when her mother tried to pick her up, but Belford was nowhere to be found. A missing persons report was filed at the Sacramento Police Department the next day. Detectives assigned to our missing persons unit are following up with the investigation, and it is currently active, SPD said in a statement to ABC 10. Belford's three sisters are taking to social media to plead for her safe return. And then we'll stop there because it just kind of goes over what they're doing to find her. And of course, now we know she is found. So let's bring on Mrs. Ake Kitona, and she will go over the basics with us and kind of let us know everything that happened. Ake, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
You're welcome, Jason.
I just want to say I'm so happy that we got this outcome. There's so many cases that don't have this outcome where they return safe. So I'm so happy for you that this is where we stand, and congratulations.
Thank you.
So we know the basics. If you want to refresh anything as far as what had happened in the beginning, you can do that, and then kind of lead us into what we found out or what actually happened and where we stand now with Veta.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say thank you, Jason, and thank you for your help when I reach out. And thank you to a lady was referring me to you. Her name is Laura. I forgot her last name. And also thanks to my best friend here in town, Sacramento, Carol. She is the one was helping me through this a lot. And when I reach out to you, Jason, and you never, I did contact some channel, YouTube news and stuff. They say, oh, they have to look on the case, different kind of situation on different kind of case. Seems I understand. And when the time I need help, I ask them, please just share my story and everything. Maybe somebody knows something, somebody see her somewhere, maybe could help me. But you are the first one who has approved my request and already there to help me and my family when I need it. So I just want to say thank you, Jason, for everything you done, and I hope you still continue this because you don't know everybody needs help. And also thanks to one of this guy, he was trying to connect with me for the second life. I think I already mentioned his name to you, and you say you know him, and then that's the same day evening. That's when we found Veta.
Wow, he brought you
So,
good luck. She's speaking of John Lorden, guys.
so thank you guys, everyone, for the help and the support, the community, the prayers. Because be honest, it's a nightmare. It is a first time I've been through this in my entire life. And I try to move on day by day, but sometimes I feel like I fail my daughter because there is no answer from October 17 until we found her on January, uh, 2 weeks after the New Year. So it was hard, really hard for me and my family, and it's a nightmare. Even my parents, my whole family all over the world was when they try call me, I don't pick up the phone call. But they was try their help to reach me if they cannot reach me because I told them just please stop calling me because all I was need is my daughter be back home. And a lot of time I feel like why is this happen? What is the reason? And maybe a lot of time I play myself as a mother, and I share with it with my close friend here, and she always there for me. I say that a lot of time to her. I blame myself for not there for my daughter.
I understand as a parent, we do that, of course. It's natural. But let me tell you, Aki, you have nothing to be ashamed of or to regret because you were right there for your daughter. You were fighting for her every step of the way, doing everything you can. I saw it. Everybody here in the chat saw it. They're all telling you right now. I don't know if you can see it, but everybody's saying, don't blame yourself, and you really shouldn't. I deal with a lot of great parents in doing what I do, and you are right there at the top, Aki. You are amazing, and you fought for her every step of the way, and you got her home. So you should not only not blame yourself, but you should be very proud of yourself. You did a great job for your daughter.
And second of my thanks is the police department, the detective department, the investigation team. I know I've been bothering them every day through voicemail, through email. Every time I get a crazy texts saying that they want how much money and stuff. And I even make myself walk into a detective's office. I even know they close, and I even walk there myself and ask them I need help. So I really thanks them, because when I think maybe they don't help me the way I look into it, when like frustrated, try find answer for my daughter, but they did. They was there for help, but they just say that they cannot release any information at the public yet because they don't know where exactly my daughter at. It's only the rumors, and the ticket I have in hand for her was going to New York City, but they was try
Mm,
waiting for the video and stuff like that. And then my daughter is home, safe and sound. I already talked to her about the live today, and I told her that I'm not gonna force herself to come and talk on it. It's up to her. It's her decision. So she say not now. She's not ready yet. But
okay.
be honest with you guys, it's hard for not knowing where your daughter is. And I've been on those different kind of website, Facebook, YouTube channel for all those parents, for missing kids, missing family member, loved ones. It's hard because I already wear their shoes. I already wear their shoes. And then my biggest thanks is just give God the glory, because our time, we don't have time. Only God has timing. Because if when I look deep into it, we already find do whatever we want to find our loved ones. And I thank my family, my parents, even though they're not here in the United States, they are in back home. And sister and brother, Australia, New Zealand. What we usually do when my daughter went missing, we set up a fasting day. All my family all over the world, we set up a fasting day for all the family members to come together and be fasting. So we usually fasting from Monday and Friday, from 12 midnight to 12 p.m. And we all stand together as a family, as a community. Even my church community here at Samoan Pacific Islander, they
Okay.
even set up a prayer meeting night, a fasting for different department inside our church. And we always have the special meeting prayers every Sunday, lifting my daughter up. So
Okay.
that's the main point. I was strong. And I even get an email from Roman
It's good
Ita.
like that to have people you can vent to and
Yeah.
talk about with. Yeah, for sure.
And I even get some email from Roman Italian, from a nun. I didn't know my parents, because my parents is the Catholic strong people. So they even went and requested from back home. So it seems like for me, everybody was praying for Veta, not only one person. Everybody was praying for her safe return, because you don't know what is the outcome. A lot of people I see, their loved ones find dead, and their loved ones still missing. But for my own advice, because I already on you guys' shoes, just don't give up. Don't give up hope, please.
Yeah, never. And you're proof of that. Since you didn't give up, you got her home. And we have a lot of questions. Louise Haraway asking, is she okay? How's she doing? Do you want to go over some of the details? I mean,
Yes,
like what happened that day? Did she go on the bus to New York? Who was she with? You want to go over exactly what
she
happened?
did.
I think it'll help other people going through this to know her steps.
She did. She was kind of fair. She was kind of have some mental disorder when she lost her job, because she loves her job at the Home Depot. So she said when she lost her job, she don't know. She was scared to come home, and especially she said she's
We were
scared.
we were thinking that might have been part of it. Okay.
Yes, she was especially me. She was scared about me, because she always think that, because she said, "Mom, because you always talk about us. Don't put our life in dangers. You don't want any of your kids to be in jail, because your future is the long run." So that's the other thing she was looking. Maybe I was mad at her, and kick her out the house and stuff like that. So she was fair for, she had been scared to come home because she was losing her job and she was just eating a candy without paying. And I
Yeah,
asked
she
her
did
why you,
nothing. I remember. Oh,
yeah, so I asked her why you eat the candy without paying. You have money. And I remember the same weekend you went missing, you asked me on Friday, I gave you $40 was in my purse. So for me, you have money in your wallet on you. So why you eating that just a part candy? And she said she don't know why she did it. She's a candy lady. She's crazy if she don't eat candy. But
yeah.
anyways, I told her if you come home, I will help you. And because there is no way in this world your kids need help and you turn your back on them. I don't know
Yeah.
about any other parents, but for my own self, even though my kids do bad thing or whatever they do in life, I will not turn my back on them. I will not do that. So that's the reason she decided to go to New York. She did pay the ticket her own way and she have some money. And
Okay.
then when she went to New York, she ran out of money. She ran out of money 2 weeks.
2 weeks
So
later. Okay.
yes, so she said she was trying to be rich home. She was kind of scared, but she got robbed in New York.
She
Somebody
got robbed.
in New York.
Oh my God.
So that person has the cell phone on her, on that person. So the phone companies try to see if somebody will hook up that phone because she lost the thing. She took it with her, and that's the reason why she was somebody take her in to the shelter when somebody see what happened on the street because she has nowhere to go. So I guess somebody was notice her sitting alone and they know she's not from New York the way she don't know where to go to New York.
Yeah.
That's the main reason. Then that person called help and took her into a shelter. So she stayed at the shelter all this time. I was looking for her, but it's
Wow.
because of her age. Because she tell me the shelter information and I say that's funny because I caught me and my friend got over here. We've been in contact a lot of shelter in New York and that's the other because if I go look on my phone book phone record, that's the other shelter I did contact them.
You did call them?
Yeah, I did call them, but
Oh
they
my
say they
God.
don't.
Well, imagine.
Yes, and when she's saying that, and she was like, "What?" I said, "I did contact that shelter because I have the information right here on my notebook. Whatever shelter I call, I write it down and who I was speak to." But anyway, she said that she's been staying there, the shelter, for when we still looking for her, but she don't have a way to contact her family. And then when the caseworker, she already see some therapist and some counselor already, because I don't want her to think that she been left alone, because she been through a lot too.
Yeah.
So she been getting help now from therapists and counselor, but they say she's doing good. She's doing a lot better because she was fear, she was scared. That's the main reason she's run away from home. So she is the one go on when the caseworker give her the laptop was donated, that's where she find out she didn't think that we are going to look for her. So
She didn't think you would look for her?
she didn't think I will look for her. She
She
think
thought you were mad.
yes. She thought that when I find out she get fired, she think that I will just let her go. But she said when the caseworker give her the laptop, she just went on it and Google her name. That's where she finds she been missing. So she's the one contact the Sacramento Police Department and tell her that she wanna reach home. And then the police over the detective over here called New York police and sent because when me and her was video chat and the police knock on the door. So they went and checked on her and they say that detective from here sent them over there to New York, call New York's police station to go check on her. But I just thank them too in New York, the caseworker too, because they didn't put her those kind of shelter, like
Mm.
the crowded place. They give her a private room. They say those kind of shelter it's for kids need help, like teenage, those
Okay.
kind of youth needs help, ran away from home or been missing. So the other one was helping her because she was having her own room and stuff like that. And I did talk to the caseworker, and she say she's ready to come home. And
So she
she
was still
was,
in New York when you first talked to her.
yeah, she was still in
Okay.
New York. And when she said she's ready to come home, I told her that's fine. And she said, Mom, I don't have, so I don't care about the money. When you left, I withdraw all our family saving and pay the private detective. I don't care about the money. All I was scared it's for you to come home. Money, it's not my type when it's come on something I need to do it. So she said she's ready to come home same week. I just go ahead and pay her ticket, even though it was cost a little more because the flight say it's kind of last minute ticket.
Yeah, yeah.
But I told them I'll just need my daughter home. So she came home. She apologized what she did, everything like that, and we make a welcome dinner on her. We do. We invite our pastor because that's our strongest people always there for us.
Mm.
My church community, they never left us or leave us behind when we go through this alone. So we invite our pastors, first lady, and some of our deacons, the head deacons and church member. We have a welcome dinners. And right now she back to her church community stuff. She do what she normally do at the church. She's back at the University of Sac State again. I told her, move on with your life. The past is the past.
And I
And
think sorry to interrupt, but I just want to say, I think it's really important to know her mindset that she kind of wanted to come home, but she thought you'd be mad at her, so it kept her away. Because I wonder,
yes,
anybody going through this, keep that in mind, because if you're thinking that the person doesn't want to come home or something, they may just be scared, like Veda was. And it might, if you can somehow find a way to get a message out there that everything's okay, like maybe they'll check for themselves like Veda did, and they will come home. Because I bet that's the case in a lot of scenarios. Is people are just scared to come home. They think their family's mad at them, something like that.
yes, but don't give up. When I
Right.
try to contact my daughter through her phone, I use her email every morning, every night. Don't give up. Try a way to let them
Yeah, get a
know.
message to them. Let them know you're not
Yes,
mad. You're not mad. It's
yes.
okay. Come back.
And because that's what I did. When I tried to call her cell phone, it's straight to voicemail. I turn around on her email. I don't know if she keep reading it or whatever the case is, but before I went to bed, I sent her the email. I say, "Wow, Veta, I miss you. May God bless you, and I know God will always there for you." And every morning I wake up before I head to work, I send her. I say, "Good morning. I miss you every day, but just letting you know, don't be scared. And all I want for you to come home. But and I know everybody's been praying for you, and I know God will always there for you." So don't give up hope. I see a lot of news, but my own advice, because I already been in that shoes, all the people had their loved ones. Our time is not God's time because I already see. I've been through a lot of tests when my daughter went missing. Because I even said to my family one day, I rather die than live like this, not knowing where my daughter at. I did say it to my husband
Right.
and my kids. And they say what I'm saying. I say, I look at our house. It's a big house, but something is still missing on my heart. So, and I even told them I rather kill myself not knowing where my daughter at. But I never give up hope. I praying every night, every morning, because I know everybody needs God in our life when it's come to this situation like this. Because I've been testing my faith the way I see it, but I just thank God nothing happened to her.
Yeah,
She's
especially in New York, so
safe.
far, big city. You never know. Thank God she got in a good place. And safe and people who cared about her enough to give her somewhere good to stay.
Yeah, so she's home, and the first thing she said, she apologized to all her family, and she said, "Mom and Dad," and she even said to our pastor, "I already asked God to forgive me what I did." And I say, "That's good because we forgive you, but the main forgiveness is the man up there because she's our main forgiveness. Everybody make mistake their life, but she say, Mom, I already asked God to please forgive me what I did. I know I hurt our family and our whole church member because when I look on and read all the news, I watch your interview with Jason. It was I never know what I put my family through." And she said when she reading those email and those video, the first, because I know you the only one was helping me live. And
Mm.
she said, I just didn't know what I put you guys through, especially you, Mom. And when I check my email, I see all the email you keep sending every day. So, but she's okay. I told her, don't look in the past. Just move on with your
Yeah,
life.
move forward now. Now everybody understands. She knows how much you care, how much you did. Of course, she knows you won't be mad. The important thing is just talk through it, get over it. Family can always get through something. That's a small thing. Family can get through anything. Never mind something small like that. Family can get through anything. And
And I already talked to all my family members, even my parents, my
I
sister,
was going
my
to ask you
brother.
too, like there was a friend that you thought might have been involved. Were there people who knew where she was? We don't want to say any names, get anyone in trouble now, but were there people who knew where she was and weren't telling you, or what? Remember, there was one specific friend.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
They knew. Okay,
they
so
know. Because she's
uh,
the last person she talked to.
okay, that's a shame.
So, yeah, but I told them I'm not charging anybody, but the main point is you home. That's all I was scared about it. But other than that, I already told everybody, my family and even my parents, my sister, my brother, New Zealand illustrator. Please, you guys talk better. I don't want you guys to ask her where she was at, what happened. I just don't want anybody to remind her anymore. All I want her to move on. That's all. Other than that, because I tell them, I know you guys love me and my kids, but the pain I've been through, I don't want to be through again and again. I don't want it.
Yeah,
I don't want to be through anymore at all because that's the truth. I was not even have enough sleep. And when my daughter came home, she was like, "You're losing a lot of weight." That's the thing she was. And I was like, "How can I be happy if you're not home?" And she was like, "Mom, you're losing a lot of weight." I say, "Yes, because I'm not going to have a first dinner, first
yeah.
breakfast,
You're too worried to even eat.
and you're not even here." So that's why you see your mom losing a lot of weight. I was 315 pounds before. Now I'm on 277.
Wow, so 30, what they're 38 pounds or something like that. Wow.
And she
Yeah,
was
can't
like,
do math.
yeah, before she went missing, I was on 315 pounds. And then when
Well,
she went
you
missing,
look great, but I hate that that was the way that it happened. But it
I,
shows you're so nervous that you just don't even want to eat, right? You just whatever. I don't care. I just want my daughter home.
and then I dropped down from 315 to 277.
Yeah.
And even my doctor, because I've been seeing my doctor, I even see a therapist my side, and I even see a counselor. My husband, my family didn't know about it. They just find out when we have a family talk when we're at home, and I told them I see a therapist on the side. Nobody knows because the main reason I see a therapist and a counselor because I feel like I just don't want to live anymore. So I did walk into my doctor's office and I asked her right in her face, please, I need help. And she asked what's going on. And then I explained to her. And right there, she referred me to a therapist and counselor. She said, no, you need to see somebody ASAP. And
Yeah.
even my pastor and my first lady even offer help. So there was a lot of help around me. And those people, I see it on the side without my family's knowledge because I feel like I want to talk to somebody different from my family,
Right. Right.
somebody outside.
Somebody outside the
So,
situation. Yeah.
yes, and I did. So that's the other help I was getting a lot from it.
Are you still it's not my place to say, but just to throw it out there, it might be good to keep seeing somebody like that. I don't know if you are or not, but maybe to keep
Yes,
talking about it, talk through it. You are okay, good. I think that's a good
yeah,
idea. And you
and
said
it's help.
Beta is too, right?
Yeah, and it's help. It's help a lot. And even my best friend here, she helped me a lot. And that's all I can say. Whoever looking for their loved ones, please don't give up hope. And I already, when the time I was feel like I'm done, and I asked a lot of things in myself, why is this happen? And but I look at it, I was testing, was really testing too. This for like what couple months already,
Mm.
and I was never give up. I feel like sometimes I give up, not like I give up my daughter. I was give up myself, like giving up myself already in this entire life because I don't know where else I can turn.
Yeah. Um, See, it feels like there's nowhere you can turn sometimes. But I think you did, because what I'm trying to do is to take what you went through and make sure we can help other people that go through it. So I'm thinking of everything you did. I think you took all the right steps. I mean, you stayed there, you fought for Aveda, you did everything you could. You called the bus stations, you tried our friends, you did everything there. You saw help, like a counselor. That's the right thing. You brought a counselor for Veda. I think that's the right thing. So I think if somebody was to go through this, they should look at this video and look at what you did. I think you did everything correct. Everybody in here is saying you're an amazing mom, and I agree. I think you did every step possible that you could have known to do, because how do you know, right? Um, so I think this video will stand as a guide for someone of what to do to kind of to help know what's going on, help find the person, and then get over it. Not get over, but move on with your life, like you say, because at a certain point, you have to just move forward and not keep looking back, because it's detrimental at a certain point to focus on the bad, right? You have to just move forward with your life and learn, right?
Yeah,
You know, learn what you went through. Well, I got to tell you, we're so happy that this ended this way, and just tell Veda too, if she ever thinks it will help her to come, whether it be like on a show like this or speak to someone, we have people that will speak to her. She can come on here, and if she ever wants to in the future, if she thinks it'll help her, I know now, no, but anything further we can do, or if you ever message me and you need help with something else related to this, just let me know, Aki. I'm here for you. And any way I can help, just let me know. And I have a team that works with me too. If there's anything they can do, just let us know, because there's you might still be working through a lot of things emotionally and everything. So anything we can do, just please reach out.
oh yeah, she's seeing a lot of help because somebody, yes, watch her. Yes, she did. She's seeing, she's back to her church stuff, and she even talked to the pastor and stuff like that. So she's been everybody. It's been helping her. But like I say, I already tell everybody. Just I don't want anybody to ask my daughter, and she already knows. Everybody was looking for her and stuff like that. Or she say that thank you so much everyone for the help and the support and prayer, because she didn't notice how many people's been helping me looking for her. And I did tell her you've been loved by all the strangers. Because when the time
Yeah,
I
hundreds of
asked
people
for,
care about her now.
yeah, when the time I was asking for help, I saw a lot of people I not even know about it. So please keep up the good work for whoever need it, and keep them on your guys' prayers. And main point is don't give up and don't turn your back whoever needs your help.
All right. Well, we'll end it there because I know you're going through a lot, Aki. Just keep in touch with me, please. Let me know if there's anything me or my team can do moving forward, and we're here for you and for Veta moving forward. Just let us know, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. A lot of love from me and everybody in the chat. You can once we're done with this, you can watch it back because there's been like probably 1,000 messages we probably missed.
Yeah.
You have a lot of support, so you can let Veta read them too. She can see again. Hundreds more people care about her. All
Okay,
right.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so much.
Jason.
You're an
Okay,
amazing mom. Be proud of yourself. You did the right thing.
thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a great night.
Okay,
Okay. And
you
thank you
too.
to the chat. Take care, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Okay,
All right.
thank you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.